My family, I'm concerned about the safety and well-being of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. I'll explain. Carnival of so-called expert Jan Moir, who writes columns for the Daily Fail. My family has written an article for the Daily Fail saying this, and I quote, "Inside Meghan's Montecito, Jan Moir visits the Californian home of the Duchess and finds out exactly why she, Meghan, may never ever want to leave," says Carnival of so-called expert Jan Moir for the Daily Fail. My family, I want to point out this, that this is not the first time that Jan Moir, of course, has gone to Montecito. This is not the first time. My family also, remember when Harry and Meghan went to the Ripple of Hope award event, whereby they were being awarded the Ripple of Hope Award in New York City. Remember that event that took place in 2022, my family. When Harry and Meghan were at the event receiving the Ripple of Hope Award, my family, I can tell you something. If I can tell you something, my family, Jan Moir, was there at the event, at the award ceremony, where Harry and Meghan were being, awarded the Ripple of Hope Award. Jan Moir, a Carnival of so-called expert who works for the Daily Mail, was present. And right after she covered the event, she then proceeded to write a column for the Daily Mail, which was clearly extremely racist towards Meghan, but not just towards Meghan, but also towards Meghan's friend, Serena Williams. My family, as you all know, the firm, meaning William and Charles, have told UK media to target anyone in Harry and Meghan's circle, which is, my family, what they've been doing. They have been targeting anyone who's friendly or is even seen around Harry and Meghan. And my family, the thing is, it is one thing to say that you don't like someone. It is another for you to want to be around the person you say you don't like. My family, especially when you're someone who has spent your time eating hatred against that person who you are going to stalk, like what we are seeing from Jan Moir. And my family, this is very worrying. While Prince Harry is in New York City, my family, promoting his various charities and doing good, my family, and doing good, Carnival of so-called expert Jan Moir has flown all the way from the UK to Montecito to go and stalk Meghan. And even locations that Harry and Meghan have been spotted, my family. For example, at a Godmother's bookstore, my family. It appears that Jan Moir has decided that she's going to stalk Meghan in a country that she fled to, my family, to escape the abusive UK media. Now, my family, let me just read you some parts of what Jan Moir has said. And I quote, that after Meghan's 3 years of suffering and penury living in England, you cannot say that the Duchess of Sussex has not fully embraced her splashdown and re-entry into America. In particular, Meghan has embraced the luxe lifestyle and casual opulence enjoyed in her home state of California, like a woman who knows that she's never letting go again, ever. My family, first of all, let me say this first of all. Why does John Moir think that Meghan would even consider leaving, ever leaving, and maybe even going to another place, my family, and leaving Montecito? Why does John Moir ever think that Meghan would even want to leave California? Why? My family, there have been stories created by the media full of lies saying that Prince Harry wants to come back to the royal fold. He wants to return to England. But then what does that mean for Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet Diana? You and I both know UK media and the firm clearly, from their language and rhetoric, they don't want Meghan around or Archie or Lilibet. They don't want them around at all. But they have a big problem here that they don't like. And it is that Prince Harry is not Charles. Prince Harry is not a deadbeat father who would abandon his kids. Prince Harry is not a failure as a husband that he would abandon his wife Meghan, like how UK media expect him to. The reason why you're seeing John Moore saying, I can see why Meghan may never ever want to leave this place. It is because UK media are desperate. They are extremely desperate. The royals back home, who are funded by the taxpayer, are not selling papers. Even today, on My Family on Wednesday, Meghan is on the front page of the Daily Mail. Today, Meghan's name, her face, is on the front page of the Daily Mail. Today, my family. And yet Meghan has not been living in the UK for more than 4 years now. We are almost approaching the 5th year, my family, of Meghan and Harry and their kids not living, my family, in the UK. They have been living in Montecito for my family more than 4 years now. But today, on the front page of the Daily Mail, is a picture of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, my family, whereby they are talking about right now staff members of Meghan who have come out and spoken the truth about what it is like to my family work for Meghan, and that Meghan is a kind woman, an amazing woman. Let me just read you what my family they said on their front page. A dictator in high heels? No. Meghan is the world's loveliest boss, say her staff. My family. Now, that is what is on the front page of the Daily Mail today. So, my family, as I've said, the taxpayer-funded royals that they have in the UK are not selling papers. Only a picture of Meghan can sell papers. Only a picture of Meghan can sell papers. And my family, in fact, even I can see a picture that they used actually on their front page is a picture of Meghan on the front page of the Daily Mail. And what I always remember is Meghan's words in the Harry and Meghan documentary, whereby when she and Prince Harry were leaving the royal fold, as you all know, Harry and Meghan knew of the jealousy that senior members of the royal family had whenever they saw UK media putting Meghan on their front pages. And Meghan said, you know what, we are leaving. We are moving on with our lives. And you, the senior members of the royal family who remain here in the UK, you can get to be on all the front page covers you want. My family, more than 4 years later, still after Meghan fled the UK, she's still on the front page of majority of the UK tabloids in the UK. Practically every single week, they have to talk about Meghan. They just don't want to let them go. They don't want to let Harry and Meghan go, my family. And now John Moir has flown all the way from the UK to Montecito to go and stalk Meghan there. It appears that for the media, it wasn't enough for them to bully Meghan out of the UK. They now want to harass her in her own home, in Montecito. And now Dan Moir is saying, I think now I can see why Meghan would never ever want to leave. You think Meghan wants to go back and put up with abuse and racism in the UK? You think Meghan wants to go back and put up with abuse and racism in the UK? You really think? My family, Meghan, the last time she was seen doing any kind of engagement or, publicly in the UK was my family during the Queen's funeral. So the last time my family was ever seen there. The last time. And that was years ago. And my family, from the language of the UK media, you can see just how desperate they are to find a way to get Harry back on UK soil. My family. And they know that Prince Harry is never going to abandon his family. They know that. They know, number one, he is never ever going to abandon his kids. So they are hoping that maybe he might want to, leave Meghan behind and bring over the kids. But also there's a problem with that. There's a big problem with that. And the problem is this. Will UK media ever treat Archie Lilibet well? You know my answer to that. UK media have never ever treated Meghan well. And they most certainly will never ever treat Archie Lilibet with respect and dignity. Never. So my family, and also number one, Prince Harry will never ever take away his kids away from their mother, like what UK media really, really want to see happening. And then they're hoping that Prince Harry will bring them back to the UK and make them rejoin the royal fold. Will UK media ever bring themselves to respecting Harry's family, his kids, even, just his kids even, not even Meghan, his kids? The answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is no. And when you know that, then you know that going back to the UK to rejoin the royal fold is not an option for either Harry or Meghan or even their kids. When you know that UK media are never going to treat Archie Lilibet well, ever, then my family, there's no option of Harry and Meghan ever even, bringing their kids back and making them rejoin the royal fold. There is no option of my family of doing that. There is no option of my family doing that. There is none. There is none. There is none. Unless you want your kids to be scapegoats for William and Kate's kids, or unless you have decided that, this cycle of suffering passed on from my family generation to generation will continue. And my family, from the way that Prince Harry is fighting to protect kids from online harm, I do not see my family, any kind of my family way whereby Prince Harry would ever bring their kids back, bring my family his kids back and make them rejoin the royal fold. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And the one thing that will always be the problem, UK media, the UK tabloid media. Well, right now, even when Harry is in New York, they are in Montecito, stalking his wife. My family, there lies the problem. I mean, why would Dan Moir think that Meghan even has thought of leaving California? My family, you can say even that Meghan maybe in the future may want to buy a bigger place, maybe my family in Beverly Hills or anywhere else, my family. You can say that. Maybe move to a different location in California. But go back to the UK, I just don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. And honestly, to be honest with all of you, I like that Harry and Meghan live in a mansion in my family, Montecito. I like that so much. I like that so much for Harry and Meghan. They live in an amazing mansion in my family, Montecito. I like that very much. And I hope they stay living in their mansion in Montecito. I really hope they stay, my family living there, because that home my family, the way Harry and Meghan live, it has made carnival of so-called experts extremely jealous because they never ever thought Harry and Meghan would be this successful after stepping back as senior members of the royal family. They always wanted Harry and Meghan to fail. They still want Harry and Meghan to fail. But even when UK media keep on lying to their viewers and readers that Harry and Meghan are failing, all you need to look at is that mansion in Montecito, and you know that my family, Harry and Meghan, have never failed. When you compare that to where they were living in the UK, you know Harry and Meghan upgraded, and it's no wonder why UK media really want, for Meghan and Harry to move. At least even just leave that mansion. My family, because they want to portray a different narrative that Harry and Meghan have failed and that things aren't working out, my family. And you know what? Harry and Meghan are not coming back to put up with the abusive UK media. I repeat, Harry and Meghan are not coming back to put up or deal with the abusive, toxic, racist UK tabloid media, my family. John Moir says that Meghan has embraced the luxe lifestyle and casual opulence enjoyed in her home state of California, like a woman who knows she's never letting go again ever. you got that right. You got that right, John Moir. You got that right, John Moir. Meghan is never letting that go. Meghan is never ever letting go of the life that she and Prince Harry have been building for the past more than 4 years in California. Meghan is not letting that go. But UK media want Harry and Meghan to let it go. But what are they promising? My family, if you want someone to let go of something, you must make promises that, you must make a good offer to them. What do you promise them? If you leave this life behind, we'll give you something else. My family, something else that is my family better, you would think. But my family, from the constant attacks that UK media have been waging, targeting Meghan, the only thing that they're clearly offering, my family, is that they want to abuse Meghan, in person in the UK. They want to have this kind of close proximity to Meghan, whereby they want to, my family, how can I put this? They want to sabotage her plans, her business, her life, and they want to be close to her to do it. And even, it's no wonder why they're even going to Montecito to go and stalk Meghan there. My family, even when Prince Harry is in New York, they're going there to stalk, my family stalk, Meghan. And my family, it's appalling what they're doing. It's appalling what John Moir is doing. Now, my family, John Moir says that from her base in upscale Montecito, the Meghan of today blends right in with the elites. She is now a part of the Californian tribe of 1%ers who expect the best of everything. From the provenance of their organic vegetables to the excellence of their handbags, to buying only the best mosaic tiles for their swimming pools. John Moir, honestly, I like that part. I like that part. Meghan, you better expect the best always, because you are a special, hardworking, amazing woman. So you better have the best things that life has to offer. Meghan, you better have the best thing that life has to offer. So my family, basically, as I've said, if you want someone to leave, this kind of life behind, maybe, as in this case, Harry and Meghan, like how UK media want Harry and Meghan to close down, their chapter in California. And of course, for Prince Harry to come back to the UK. You have to say, what are you promising Harry and Meghan? What UK media have shown, my family, is that what they're promising is to continue their abuse and insults towards Harry and especially Meghan and the children. What UK media are showing is that my family, they want to continue using my family, Prince Harry as William's scapegoat. They also want to continue using Meghan as Kate's scapegoat. And they also in the future want to use Archie, Lilibet as scapegoats for William and Kate's kids. So my family, if you're showing that to a person, why do you think they should expect the offer? Yeah, my family, they should not accept the offer. The answer is they should not ever accept the kind of offer. My family, UK media are used to getting their way. When they abuse you, insult you, if you're a senior member of the royal family, normally what happens is that, they expect you to make deals with them. In Harry's case, they would expect for Prince Harry, number one, to drop his cases against UK tabloids. Number two, they would expect Prince Harry to hand over his kids, Archie, Lilibet, for their faces to be plastered on the front page of the Daily Mail. That way, they can sell papers. In exchange, they give Harry good press. But then for how long? For how long? For how long? For how long? Because also it means in the future, UK media will then go after his kids. And my family, not even in the future, they already have been going after his kids. Even right now, as Harry is in New York, they're going after my family, his wife, Meghan, who's at home taking care of the kids. They're after her, my family. You look at the Hollywood reporters hit piece targeting Meghan, my family. Who are they after? Meghan. Meghan, his wife, who UK media have been trying, my family, to find anyone else that they can use to also go after Meghan, my family, to destroy the life that she and Prince Harry have been busy building in my family, Montecito, and to sabotage their work. So my family, as I've been saying, no person in the right mind would ever want to come back and put up my family with abuse and insults and attacks on the UK media back in the UK. Like my family, how UK media somehow keep on expecting that somehow Meghan would want to ditch her life in California. Or maybe, if they don't want to, they should be forced to. And that's why you've had that case by Heritage, whereby they also have been trying to get her deported. And yesterday, I spoke of how my family carnival of so-called experts like Richard Madley, Andrew Pierce, they were so angry, so pissed off, full of anger that Prince Harry, his visa documents will not be released. They're so angry, so pissed off. And now, because that case has been thrown away, they're now hoping that if Trump wins, he will disregard the law and just kick Harry out of America. It is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. But that tells you really how desperate they are, how desperate UK media are for Prince Harry even at least to come back. They are getting even more and more extremely desperate. And my family, it is getting more and more, my family, scary. It is getting more and my family more scary. Now my family, here's why. Because of the lengths that UK media will go to find a way to try and force Harry back to the UK. What they are willing to go and do, my family, to get Harry back. What they're willing to do to get Harry back. My family, now that is extremely scary. My family, UK media, they, as you all know, with these UK tabloids, they don't care if they have to engage in criminal activities like phone hacking just to intrude on your privacy. They don't care. They'll do it. They'll do it. Now imagine, my family, what they're willing to go to find a way to force Harry back to the UK. Imagine what they're willing to do to destroy the life that Harry and Meghan have been building for themselves in America for the past more than 4 years. Imagine what they're willing to do. I remember the words of Carnival of so-called expert A.N. Wilson, also of the Daily Mail, who said that it would be hilarious if Meghan would be forced, his words were forced, to give up the life she has built in Montecito and come back to the UK. Give up also a lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard. Give up all her commercial deals to come back to the UK if Harry were to be deported. I remember the words of A.N. Wilson. He also said, my family, that also it'll be hilarious to watch Archie Lilibet, perhaps going to the same school as William and Kate's kids. UK media want to pit Archie Lilibet versus William and Kate's kids. It only works if they're in close proximity. If it only works, my family, if they're seen close together. If they're not close together, my family, it's difficult to do what you're doing. It is difficult to pit Archie versus George or Lilibet versus Charlotte, my family, if even they have rarely been seen together. My family, they have never been seen together. And that's why UK media are yearning. They are yearning. They're like even trying to emotionally blackmail Prince Harry using, Charles and also using even Thomas Markle, saying that Harry, your father deserves to see the kids. Bring them over. The king will be happy if he sees your kids. My family, Charles doesn't care, but UK media sure does care. They really want, pictures of Archie and also Lilibet Diana that they can use to sell papers and get clicks. My family, and also pit them against George, Charlotte, and Lilibet. My family, Louis, my family. They want to pit Lilibet versus my family, Charlotte, and George versus Archie. That's what UK media, my family, want to do. And do you think they're going to cover, Harry and Meghan's kids well? It first starts by bringing them together and then comparing them. Which my family, you and I know, UK media just can't help themselves. That is the business model. That's what they do. As Harry said, the business model of UK media depends or relies on members of the royal family being at odds with each other. So whenever I even hear Carnival or so-called experts saying that, when are you going to heal this rift between Harry and William? You don't care about that. You don't care about that. You are part of the reason as to why there is this rift. You don't care about fixing it. You care about getting the scapegoat back. To come back to the UK and put up with your, attacks, your insults, and that also is my family what they want to do to Meghan. And my family, John Moir says in an article, so come with us to Montecito and beyond, and let us peruse Meghan's top shops and Carly must-haves together. This is unhinged stalking. This is unhinged stalking, my family. And this is one of the many reasons as to why Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, Harry, Doria must be given security, must have security with them at all times, protecting and guarding them, my family, and guarding them because of stalkers like John Moir. My family. The threats that Harry and Meghan face and their kids face don't just come from the online world, no. It mostly mainly comes from people like John Moir. Daily Mail was one of the tabloids that proudly reported of how Piers Morgan was practically demanding that Meghan go back to America, which she did. She did. Meghan went back to America as Piers Morgan and practically UK media were demanding because they were full of xenophobia towards Meghan. And Meghan listened to what they said and she left. She went back to America and she went with Harry and Archie. She did as she was told. Piers Morgan said that Meghan should go back to America, and even that article is still online. What he said is still online that anyone can research and find out my words are true. My family. And UK media were happy with what Piers Morgan said. And now that Meghan has gone back to America, now they're traveling to America to stalk Harry and Meghan there. Now they're traveling to America to go and create a toxic environment for Harry and Meghan in America like they did to them in the UK, hoping that it will force Prince Harry back to the royal fold, whereby he should never have fled. You know, my family, they demanded that Meghan go back to America, only for them to now start chasing her, my family, and harassing her in America. That is what is happening right now as we speak. And they're doing it when Prince Harry even is in New York City. They're going to my family, California, to go and stalk Meghan there, while Harry is in New York City. My family, and yet this carnival of so-called experts were the first ones to say, why is Prince Harry pushing to get security? Why? Because of you. Because of you, because of what you're doing, because of your harassment of Meghan. That's why Prince Harry needs security. That's why Meghan needs security. That's why Harry and Meghan's kids, Archie and Lilibet, will always need security. Always, my family. Mainly because of the actions of the UK media. And my family also, as you can see from the language, really, they don't like it that Prince Harry and Meghan are able to afford an expensive lifestyle. They don't like it one bit. They don't like it one bit. They don't like it. They don't like it, and they don't like it that Harry and Meghan are able to afford nice, expensive things. My family, they never expected, my family, for Harry and Meghan to succeed and do so well. Even someone said this in response to Moir stalking Meghan in California. They wanted her to leave the UK. She did. And went back home. She did. And now they want her to leave her home. Where do they want her to go? Number one, let me just answer that. Number one, they don't want Meghan in the public limelight. The farm wants her out of the public limelight. And not just her, also Prince Harry. This, Harry going to my family in New York and attending high-profile events. They don't like it. They don't like it. Don't be fooled by anyone who can tell you that maybe if Harry was in the royal fold, he'll be able to do this. He would not. He would not. He would not. If William said, I'm going to New York, Harry, you can't go. Let me go there myself. Prince Harry will not be able to go to New York. That's just how my family will be. William can overrule Prince Harry. And he knows it. They want Harry and Meghan out of the public limelight. That's what the farm wants. That's what the farm wants. And my family, Harry and Meghan, they are eclipsing the royal family back in the UK. And my family, the farm, can't stand it. The farm cannot stand it. What is happening? And they attack Meghan even more. To my family, reflect from the kind of publicity and attention that we are seeing Prince Harry receiving, my family, in New York City, my family. So my family, someone else even said that, wow, we knew that the attacks on Meghan would come during Prince Harry's time, taking center stage in New York this week. But this is just incredible. Someone, my family else, said that. They're even stalking Meghan in Montecito, my family. They're even stalking Meghan, my family, in Montecito. My family, this is just unhinged and wrong what my family, the media, is doing. What Daily Mail, is my family doing. Moir to stop stalking Meghan in Montecito. But I know that she's not the only one who has been tasked with going to California to go and stalk Meghan there. There are others. There are other carnival of so-called experts who have been sent to Montecito to go and stalk Meghan there. And my family, that has got to stop. And we need to demand they stop doing what they're doing. We need to demand that they stop doing what they're doing. They told Meghan to go back to America. She did. And now UK media are going to California and asking, her to live there. And go where? And go where? Back to the UK to put up with abuse and racism? Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Meghan is never going to do that to my family. Even UK media, they say that, Meghan would never want to come back here. I agree with them. I agree with them when they say it. Because after what you've done to her, no person in the right mind would ever want to come back. After your bullying of her, your abuse of her, your attempts to destroy her, no person in the right mind would ever want to come back. But they're hoping that Prince Harry, because he was never really the main target of this campaign, that he may want to come back. My family. If you even want to know that the Hollywood reporters hit piece targeting, Meghan, my family, was even from the palace, just look at the modus operandi of my family, how they did their hit piece. They mostly targeted Meghan, but were my family kind of, lenient to Prince Harry. That comes straight from the palace. That is what the palace have been doing for years. Attacking Meghan while saying, my family, don't be too attacking Prince Harry. That's why William even was surprised that Harry left. Because the abuse and attacks was only meant to make Meghan leave, not Prince Harry. My family, even right now, the attacks on Meghan are meant to make her leave Prince Harry. Meghan stays strong, Harry stays strong, and never let them, destroy what you have. What you have is beautiful. Your marriage is beautiful and your kids are beautiful. Don't let them destroy your lives. Keep fighting, keep loving each other, and keep doing well, my family. Keep doing well, Prince Harry and Meghan. Right now, I want to hear your opinion on what we have just discussed. May God bless Harry, Meghan Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana, and Doria Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Hate never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Love you also forever, and may God bless each and every single one of you, and may no open friends, Harry, Meghan Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana, ever prosper. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.